On December 20th, 1946, the Frank Capra film It's a Wonderful Life had a preview showing for charity at New York City's Globe Theater a day before its official premiere. The beloved movie, directed by Frank Capra, is a classic story of redemption and second chances. The movie tells the story of George Bailey, played by Jimmy Stewart, who grows up in the small town of Bedford Falls, dreaming dreams of adventure and travel, but circumstances conspire to keep him home. Frustrated by his life and haunted by an impending scandal, George prepares to commit suicide on Christmas Eve. But a heavenly messenger, a guardian angel, arrives to show him a vision, what the world would have been like if George had never been born. And he soon realizes that he indeed did have a wonderful life after all. It also starred Donna Reed as the person he met when she was in high school, who later becomes his wife. It was a role that made her famous, and one that she is probably best known for, even though she actually later won a Supporting Actress Academy Award for her role in From Here to Eternity. And of course, we all remember, starred for 8 years on the TV sitcom The Donna Reed Show. Though she passed away in 1986, her daughter, Mary Owen, has cherished It's a Wonderful Life and her mother's part in it. And she joins us now to share some of her mom's memories of the film and behind-the-scenes look at it. Mary, it's so nice to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I will say, unabashedly, I am a fan. I watch it every year around this time. Nice. I had my children watching it. They now watch it on their own.
Fantastic.
And there are a lot of people who do that. So I was delighted to have this chance to talk with you. And I'm going to start off with something which I'm sure you're asked all the time. Your name is Mary. But you weren't named after your mom's role for Mary Bailey.
That's correct. Yeah, I was named after my great-grandmother, Mary Mullinger.
Right.
Yes.
Tell me, and there's some specifics I want to talk about the film that I found fascinating, but how did your mom view the film?
Well, you know, it's an interesting question because I was born after her film career was over, and she and my father decided to go into television. But I think she viewed it as a big break, but the problem was it wasn't successful when it came out. It was actually not specifically intended to be a Christmas movie, even though it's become that. It was released after Christmas, the following year in 1947. And I think because it was kind of a Depression-era film, the style of it and everything, I think audiences then were just not ready. It was critically acclaimed, but it did not do well at the box office.
It's interesting because now to us, we talk about it, the classic holiday film. Every time you see a list of the top 3, it's always in there, 1, 2, or 3. And yet, as you said, it just maybe wasn't 1946, you know, just after World War II was over, as you said, sort of, you know, dark moments, even though we all talk about the uplifting moments. What then helped it to become as popular as it is now?
Well, I mean, it is interesting because I think World War II did have a huge effect on the movie because Jimmy Stewart and Frank Capra, this was their first film together after the war. And everyone threw themselves into the war effort, including my mother. She, you know, danced with soldiers at the Hollywood Canteen, the bond drives, things like that. But Jimmy Stewart came back. He didn't want to do movies anymore. He came back a highly decorated bomber pilot. He was very anxious, and there was a lot of tension on the set. And Capra established his independent film company, Liberty Films, and this was his first film. He had been making the Why We Fight series and been privy to atrocity footage and all kinds of footage from the war. So he was a different person, too, and away from the business. So there was a lot of insecurity on the set that Mom thought originally maybe had to do with her because she was less well-known. But it's interesting, that famous telephone scene, the famous kissing scene, was such an incredibly powerful scene.
Let me ask you about that, because there are a couple of scenes I want to ask you about that. And before I get to that, one other thing to finish up your first thought. So it doesn't do well there, you know, for a lot of reasons, even though it's now thought of as the classic film.
Yeah.
And then literally decades later, all of a sudden it becomes enormously popular on television.
Exactly. It was the small screen. So what happened was Liberty Films didn't do very well. I think RKO bought it. Right. Somebody in the office forgot to renew the copyrights. So
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I know.
Forgot to renew the copyright to one of the most popular movies ever.
Right.
So now TV stations said, great, we can get this for free, we're going to run this.
Exactly, and it's Christmas and we can put theme things on television for free. And so, I mean, in the late 70s, it was on all the time. Okay. Right, and then they kind of put a stop to that. Now it's only on once or twice a year.
But fascinating to see that success comes from somebody in an office forgetting to do. Because we wonder, would we have forgotten about it if it wasn't available on television? I guess we don't know the answer.
We don't know. I mean, certainly the movie hasn't changed. It's the audience who's changed.
Yeah. Let me ask you some of those iconic scenes, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned the one scene where Mary's on the phone with Sam Wainwright, sort of a boyfriend who is a friend of theirs, and Jimmy Stewart, George, goes to see her because basically his mother forces him, you got to go see her, she's home.
Right.
And he doesn't want to be there, and she's on the phone, and then all of a sudden this something happens between the two of them. Tell us about that scene.
Yeah, there's so many mixed feelings in that scene. So when it was actually scheduled to shoot the scene, Jimmy Stewart said, "No, I'm not ready." And this just indicates, like the tension that was on the set and his, his anxiety. So when they were finally ready to shoot the scene, days later, they set it up. And as far as I understand, there was no rehearsal. And that scene was gotten on the first take. And when Capra said cut, the script supervisor was there saying, "But wait, there's like half a page of dialogue missing. What about that?" And Capra said, "We're leaving it."
They nailed it.
And the censors were not happy with that scene, by the way.
It's funny, I saw where you said that, and when you look back at it and realizing the time frame in 1940s, it was a little bit, I guess you could call it steamy for that, although now you look at it, it's still so fairly wholesome. Another quick one I want to talk to you about is that another iconic scene where Jimmy Stewart and George and Mary are walking back home after the dance at the high school.
Yeah.
And they come back they see the old house, and Mary talks about, "Oh, I love this old house." And the scene has her throwing a rock.
That's right.
Now, who actually did the throwing?
So, they had a stunt double ready to throw the rock for my mother, and she said, "Oh, no, I have a very strong softball arm." Right. And so she threw it, and she actually, broke the glass on the first try.
Right. Why do you think somebody who has literally lived through this movie?
Yeah.
I mentioned to you that I watch it every year. I had my children watch it when they were younger. Why do you think this has become such a classic, and why so many generations love this film?
Yeah, I think it speaks to us this year more. We need this movie now more than ever, just to kind of as an antidote for the political campaign we all survived. And each year, it hits people differently. There's different things you can pick up from it, but I think the message that each life is so important and touches everyone, and that you can be a regular person and still make a difference.
Well, I think for those who loved your mother, on film, big screen, small screen, I think so many of us look at her and say that she was the perfect Mary Bailey for this, as Jimmy Stewart was the perfect George Bailey.
That's true.
They just got it right, and that's, I think, one of the reasons why it's continued so well. Mariona, it was a pleasure meeting you and talking with you. We could talk for hours.
We could, easily.
Thanks again for joining us.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Good. Okay. And for more information on It's a Wonderful Life and upcoming screenings, please log on to our website at metrofocus.org.